Woo! Greetings, y'all. Grand Rising. How you doing? Greetings and salutation, all my ballers and movers and shakers. Shit. It is bright for 7 in the morning, y'all. It is August the 4th. It is Tuesday, August the 4th, in the year of our Lord 2026. Y'all, you can tell I haven't had any coffee, even decaf coffee. Shit. Blood pressure. Can't be doing the decaf no more. Shit. It's always something. All right. Let us get into it. Let me see where I want to begin. All right. So yesterday. Oh, let me get this so that you all can see. So yesterday, the transit and the energy from last night was, we talked about stepping away into a brand new version of ourselves, letting go of shit that no longer fits, and stop settling for less. That's what we did yesterday. We was talking about that yesterday. And the bigger message was like, stop shrinking yourself, stop performing for acceptance, start moving, to what feels more real and more aligned with you. That was yesterday. All right. Before I go any further, let me just say we're going to be getting our downloads from the Shaman Dreams Oracle once again by the First Lady of Hay House herself, Miss Colette Baron Reed. I spread out my tarot, so I had my cards ready. So let's see. Let's look at that. All right. We got that. We're going to put that right there. All right. We got all that done. All right. So yeah, that was yesterday. Today, that conversation continues. And again, if you're wondering where I'm getting my information from, I'm getting my information from the Daily Planetary Guide by Llewellyn, 2026. And today the conversation continues because once you decide to move differently, you also have to decide what no longer is worth your energy. Okay. Today the transit is this. Let me give you today's transit. Today the moon in Aries is connecting with Mercury in Cancer and Mars in Gemini. I'm going to break that down for you. The moon in Aries is bringing up quick reactions. Do not get in your feelings today. Aries wants movement. It wants answers. It wants things handled right now. But Mercury in Cancer, Mercury brings emotions into communication. So this can bring up some sensitive conversations, some old feelings or misunderstandings that will still feel unfinished. So you can bring the shit up. You can say what you want to say, but you still not gonna feel like your point was made. Mars, okay, then we got Mars and Gemini. Mars is our drive and our action. Gemini rules thoughts, Gemini rules words, Gemini rules communication. Together, this energy can make us want to explain ourselves, defend ourselves, or keep going back and forth trying to prove our point. But the lesson today is this. The lesson today is that I'm going to hold your hand while I'm saying this. Not every misunderstanding deserves another conversation. No. Y'all, have you ever been stuck on a conversation? You replay it, you breaking down every word, thinking about what they meant or what you should have said or who was right, who was wrong. And before you know it, the conversation ended hours, days, months ago, but you still carrying it. You still carrying that conversation. Today's energy is asking us a different question. Today's energy asks us, is this something that needs to be resolved? Or is this something that you need to release? Yeah. Today, Today with this transit, today with this transit, today with this transit, y'all, it's going to bring frustrations around communication. You may feel like someone isn't listening. You may feel like you need to clear something up. But be careful. Sometimes we think we're looking for clarity when really we're just keeping ourselves connected to the confusion. And if you're keeping yourself connected to the confusion, that means you're getting something out of it. Sometimes, babies, let me tell you something. Sometimes we are the problem. Sometimes we are the problem. I tell you this right now. I work with some women at my other job, now at the salon. I work with some women that they are not happy unless there's some type of bullshit going on. Yeah, it's frustrating. You don't, you don't always heal by getting perfect explanations. Sometimes healing comes when you stop needing someone else to understand your point of view or your experience. Your peace, collective, your peace cannot depend on somebody finally seeing things your way. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And wait a minute. And let me. I need, y'all. I need some swords. I need my swords. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, the Six of Swords. Yep. And so this is a general. This is for the collective. But if it's swords, air signs, my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquas, I want you to pay attention. All right. The Six of Swords, traditionally, it represents moving away from conflict and towards calmer waters. See, there's the conflict right there, and the calmer waters are up ahead. All right. It is a transition from mental stress into a place of peace and acceptance. This card right here does not say the past didn't happen. It says you don't have to keep living in that same bullshit. You don't have to keep living in that same storm. You don't have to keep living in that confusion. No, like Phyllis Simon, living in confusion. Oh, I love Phyllis. It's too early to sing. All right. So let me say this, collective. Your energy is valuable. Where you place your attention is where your power goes. Okay. And again, when I say it's valuable, remember you pay attention. You paying something. All right. You got to make sure that you getting your investment back. Yeah. You allowed to stop feeding situations that keep you stuck. You allowed for that. And with this Six of Swords, again, I said it matches today's energy because this is the card of transition right here. It's asking, what thoughts, what conversations, what emotional patterns are you ready to leave behind? Moving forward, collective, moving forward doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you ignore what happened. It means that you refuse to keep letting it control your present. Oh, that took a minute to come out. So we're going to affirm. We're going to affirm. We're going to keep it simple. I release the need to prove myself. I release the need to prove myself. You ain't got to prove shit to nobody, baby. So for today, I want you all to pause before you respond. Don't get pulled into unnecessary bullshit. Don't spend your energy proving a point to someone that is committed to misunderstanding you. And ask yourself this question: is this shit worth my peace? Is this worth my peace? Baby, if it costs you your peace, it costs you too much. Okay? What situation are you ready to stop replaying and finally releasing? Huh? Keep it moving. Keep moving forward. All right. All right. So y'all saw my shuffle, y'all saw my pull. Again, we are using the Shaman's Dream from First Lady of Hay House herself, Miss Colette Baron Reed. This is card 55. 5 plus 5 is 10. And when we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 10, we are talking about ending a cycle and beginning of the final outcome. Believe it or not, this is falling into the astrological forecast, okay? Because we ending that proof, our need to prove shit. All right. But this card says the further gate, bold step forward, bold step forward, the further gate, bold step forward. All right. So, when we're talking about the further gate, a bold step forward, we're talking about moving beyond what is familiar. We're talking about, crossing into a new chapter, with courage, with wisdom and with trust in our journey ahead. Collective, here's your question. Here's your question, collective. What new door is opening that requires you to believe in yourself? What new door is opening that's going to require you to believe in yourself? I want you all to be excited. I want you all to muster up your courage and be in a state of readiness. Okay. You got to remember that growth begins when you stop waiting for certainty and you trust yourself enough to move forward. All right. Wait a minute. And you want to know something? I need an arcana. I need my major arcana. Where's she at? Where's she at? I'm trying to look for the world. There she go. There she go. Here we go. The world. The world. Yep. We're talking about completion. We're talking about expansion. We're talking about achievement, new levels of growth, and, entering a new cycle. Entering a new cycle. Yo, let me tell you something. Major growth often requires leaving behind old identities, old beliefs. That next version of you requires a willingness to step into unfamiliar territory. Listen, y'all, the new chapter will ask more from you. Your new chapter is going to ask more from you, but it will also reveal more of who you are. Remember what I was telling you. Your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. Don't stay at the edge of wondering what could happen. Take that step. The door's opening because you're ready. And we're going to affirm. We're going to affirm. I trust myself to step forward into new possibilities. I trust myself to step forward into new possibilities. That's it. That's all. All right, y'all. Remember, your assignment is your alignment. And when you stepping into those new possibilities and you get scared, what do I want you to do? I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to ask the universe to show you how good it can be. All right, babies. Y'all stay blessed.